Don't let your dreams be dreams. You should get to the point where anyone else will quit. And you're not gonna stop there. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it.
Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Coyote. This is You Can Do This. Let's do this. So, last episode I feel like I kind of rage quit a little bit. So I'm going to cheer myself up today. I'm going to, you know what, we've just passed the holidays, but I'm still in a festive mood. So I'm going to make these, at least my science, a little bit more colorful. There. And one last one. And let's wire you up so you can make you pretty. We're gonna need like one of each, I think. Probably gonna be less than that. I just can't seem to remember how I want to build this. So, I don't know. Like when anything is equal to smaller than. What do we want to make this? Like 5? Anything smaller than... Let's go 60. Oh, also use the color. So we're going to make it pretty. And we're going to use a constant. We're going to use a decider. I'm going to wire like that. Like this. Okay, and then you're going to issue red, so let's go red. Oh, you know what? Let's make it so that it alternates. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So when green is anything above 0, output the count of green. No, that doesn't work. It's, there we go. Wait, what am I doing wrong? Input count. Why are you not outputting anything? When you're bigger. Oh, it's red. Dum dum. That's not gonna work, is it? That's just gonna keep on going. So let's make it so that that's wrong. When red is smaller than 120. There's 60 ticks in a second, so that gives us a 2-second thing. So count. And I shouldn't have destroyed those cables. Okay, there we go. So when you are... There we go. I could just hear the Christmas songs. How about we, like, have it so that you're buffed. Da 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 na 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 na. Tojo's gonna be festive. Plus, I don't want to hear any more complaints about the lights now. Look at like the levels I'm going for this crap. And let's properly do you. Bang, 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 bang. And isn't that just festive? We're gonna do one for green too. Alright. Gonna look like a Christmas tree. No, not really. I don't know why I would have said that. That doesn't really look like a Christmas tree. But there's gonna be lights everywhere. So that's good. Come on. Allow me to put you down. What you doing? Do you feel like you should be higher? You know what? Whatever. It's not exactly symmetrical. It's all good. You're out of the way. Ah. You there, and then copy that. Get rid of all of this. What? Extra disappointment. Coyote, you're supposed to be enjoying yourself. That's why we're making lights. Because you rage quit like a bitch. Okay, and you know at this point, the hell with it. How expensive can wires really be? Then, alright, let's grab you. Do the same thing. Put you on the other side. And all we need to do is replicate what we did. Very easy. Very, very easy. Circuitry is one of those things that it's really fun to play with and it's really fun to understand. And there's some really complicated builds that you can go ahead and build with it. But most of the stuff, except if you're building something crazy specific, there's always like a really easier way to do it. That doesn't mean to be that intricate. It's kind of one of those things that like, if you can, you will. But you should stop and question to think, but should you? And a lot of people don't. So green, low, 120. Output green, count. Okay, see? Now we have festive lights, man. That's... yeah. That almost makes up for the fact that I didn't post for like a week. Better hit that like button. Okay, so I ran back to base because I needed a bunch of resources, which I think I grabbed the majority of. So let's go ahead and finish this steel, which is what I got annoyed at last time because I ran out of resources. And then we're going to go work on our oil because I really need to get that plastic going. I'm hoping that I can get plastic going today, but that might be like crazy ambitious. Realistically, I'm probably only going to get just like oil going. And then it's not even going to be like proper oil because it's going to be basic refining. And I got the job done. Ah, crud. Did I not go ahead and... oh, right, because we're not consuming enough stone. Ugh. So many disappointments. Anyway, basic oil is going to get us where we need to go. But basic oil is problematic, except if you want to make everything into solid fuel, because it will run out of space. Because the ratios aren't proper. And ratios are everything in this game. Ratios are usually the answer to anyone saying like, I can't seem to make this properly work. It's because your ratios are off. I mean, you don't need to do the ratios if you don't want to. You can just like overconsume everything. But then like, you know, you can only overconsume so long, you know? Like why build 15 of one, like 15 assemblers consuming one thing when you could have just built like 3 had you done the proper math. But maybe that's just a me thing. I'm starting to think it's a me thing, but I will teach the masses. When I stop being such a lazy individual, I will finally post the videos that I have. Like I have the raw footage and everything in my computer. I haven't gotten around to actually editing the stuff and like fixing my voiceover work because I am such a pro and I only deliver top quality content. Try to anyway. Okay, you are gonna jump over like this, and for now you can just be there. That's fine. So you're being fueled. You're consuming iron. It's gonna be much close. Wait, did I not? Okay, maybe I should have done that. So then we're gonna be producing a lot more stone. So there's going to be a less chance for the iron to get through. There we go. Should have done that earlier. If only you knew how much of a noob you were. And that's why I'm not a singer. So, what do I need next? We're going to need military tech, so... Or military science, so we need military tech. No, you're getting sidetracked again. You're supposed to work on the refineries. So, grab what you need and get them refineries going. Let's go with, like... I have one... Let's go for 8 for now. Realistically, I'm probably going to need much closer to like 16 or 24, but I feel like we can expand upon it later. You know what? I immediately regret saying that because I don't really believe in that type of mentality. Just do it now, spend a little bit more time on it, and then it's fixed. You don't have to worry about it. Everything's great. Okay, so how are we going to build you? This power is going to be in the way. But I guess I could expand it on the west. So it's okay-ish, I guess. Water's going to be on the same side as heavy oil. So need to account for that. I might as well just set it up for water as well, because once we actually get plastic going, the first thing that we really need to work on is getting our advanced oil going. Because otherwise, the tanks will jam up at some point. Except if you start stockpiling solid fuel, like I mentioned earlier. But I'm not really a fan of that, because it's a 1-to-1 ratio with like chem plants producing solid fuel and then being consumed into rocket fuel. It's like very near a 1-to-1 ratio. I think it's slightly off depending on which assembler you use. But you know, I don't really see the point of storing it. I mean, you could use it for trains and stuff, but we won't be using trains in this playthrough. I don't think so anyway. I'd be very surprised if we do. We'd have to get stuck in a situation where like oil is just crazy insufficient and the next patch is like way out there. And then at that point, I don't even think I would do it. Just because I don't really believe that the infrastructure necessary for trains is going to be worth it, given that all we're doing is firing one rocket. Because that's all we're doing. We're not mega basing. I keep having to remind myself that I'm not mega basing, and I'm not mega basing. So we're not mega basing. And one last time for good measure, we're not mega basing. We're just firing a rocket, and that's all we're doing. We are sticking to the semi-bare minimums, because I am not going to build something that's poorly ratioed, because that is disgusting, and that is a disgusting thing for disgusting people, and I don't do that. 36. I can't really build you too much further, can I? Because you're going to piggyback on that. And I might need to expand more green chips. So let's hold off for now. I did say I want to build 16, right? Is that what I was kind of like going for? So we can fold it on top and then have the chem plants beneath, and that'll work out just fine. Boom, and then boom, and then let's power you up because we a boss. Yeah. Okay, we apparently not a boss from that side. Yeah, 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 and badoosh. And it's producing. Okay, so let's produce 3 of these. Just the right amount of steel that we had, apparently. And boom. It's going to be 2. It's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Crud. Did that contaminate? No, it's fine. Okay, come on. Steady hands. Hands of surgeon. Or a pianist. Or whatever other profession requires you to have steady hands. And you know what? I'm going to have the tanks on this side. So this is going to be kind of like our reserve until we get our advanced oil going. Alright, and we're going to need a bunch of you. There's a few designs for oil, and I think the big difference between them really comes down to, do you have the resources to properly build it, or do you just want to use straight pipes everywhere? And you can use straight pipes, there's nothing wrong with that. Except that, like, running through the buildings is a little bit more complicated. But then you can argue, like, who really needs to run through your oil? I mean, once it's there, right? But if you realize that there's, like, a pipe missing, it might become just annoying that you have to cut through, like, half your pipes to get, like, that one little mistake that you did. I know it used to be popular back in the day. You'd have, like, 3 rows. But it just takes so much more space. But I feel like that's just one of those potato-patata things. Tomato-tomata. At the end of the day, they get the same job done. So what does it really matter? You know what? Let's grab a little bit more steel. I'm off by one steel plate, and I'm gonna go ahead and build a tank for oil. It's not something I usually do, but it'll allow us to go ahead and store up a little bit more. Actually, we do seem to be consuming it relatively fast, though. We're still good to it. Build you there. Let's go by 1. Keeping an eye on the timer, and I feel like we're going overboard in this episode, aren't we? I'm so bad with my concept of time. Oh my god. Sometimes I'll think that, like, just a week has went by. That's water. That's water as well. Sometimes, yeah, I'll think like just a week went by and it ends up like an entire month went by. So sometimes I don't post for a certain amount of time, and it's just straight up because it's completely slipped my mind. I feel so shitty in situations like that. I'm like, damn. Am I the only one that does that? I mean, I feel like other people must get into that exact same situation. Just lose track of time. It's not necessarily that I'm doing anything. Oh, I mean, I was doing something pretty fun. I was working on the new scenario, which I should be posting any day now. I am just alpha testing it with a few other peeps in my Discord. And I should be able to post it relatively soon. There is a mod that's necessary for it, so you would need to like grab a mod. So hopefully the majority of you are comfortable with that. Because then otherwise you won't be able to experience the awesome sensation that is my new scenario. It's going to be like a tug-of-war type of thing. And I don't want to give away too much, because I worked pretty hard on it. So I'll hype it up on another day when it's ready for multiplayer. That being said, I did hear that 017 is relatively soon. And I was all about that during 016. I thought like, oh my god, it's just going to be coming out like tomorrow. And I thought that for like a good 6 months. So hopefully it's not going to be the same thing with 017. I was so sure they were going to release it for Christmas, because that's traditionally where they've kind of released their bigger updates. I was a little disappointed to see that it didn't happen during this holidays. I mean, that would have been such a game changer. There's a lot of scenarios that I want to work on, and there's a lot of multiplayer games that I want to do. But, you know, mods are a turnoff for a lot of people. Because when you get with like a crazy mod pack, you know, the last mod pack that I was playing on had something like 50 or 60 mods on it, you know? So if you're just some random schmo that goes like, oh wow, Coyote Land, what an interesting sounding server, I might try to join this. And then you're like, oh, but I have to download 50 mods. You know, it's like, you really want to as much anymore? Like, And then there's soft mods, and soft mods weirded the hell out of me, because like, I would feel like soft mods should be something that you can just pretty much do with any other mod. So you can just like grab any mod and be like, yeah, make it into a soft mod. And soft mods are mods that you don't have to download, so you can just join a game, and the mod's already like integrated into the Lua console, so it's like it's there. And I feel like all mods should be able to do that, but then again, my understanding of programming is very limited. So hopefully when 017 comes out, I won't have to worry too much about mods anymore, and I'll be able to focus on actually making some really cool scenarios that are mod dependent, but you don't have to download an entire library of mods every single time. So I'm excited. I am definitely excited for that. I feel like I'm getting my hopes up. I shouldn't do that. I've learned better. Okay, so you are... Oh, wait, no, you're missing oil. And we're apparently already out of oil. We're already consuming it too fast. That's severely disappointing. I'm gonna build one because I need to do that for the next time. Should I push like this episode a little bit longer and just get petroleum going into plastic? Okay, let's do that. Let's try it. Hopefully it won't take too long. And I'm also gonna have to go ahead and ramp up coal production. If not, go at least and get the next coal patch up there. Come on, give me some good steel. Oh, okay. I'm not too sure about it anymore. Okay, maybe we'll do that next episode, because now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking we really need a buffer on this, because only one side of the steel is actually producing. So, and even if I go ahead and put a balancer, not a bouncer, but like a lane bouncer, which is technically just a one balancer, I guess. No, I guess it would still be called lane bouncer. Anyway, if we build a lane bouncer, we're just gonna, the buffer is only gonna be like the belt. And I want it to be a little bit bigger than that. I do anticipate having to build this guy up a bit. So we're gonna kind of try to take that into consideration right here. Something like this-ish. Ah, crud. Give me those, and then give me all the chem plants. We're doing some pretty good progress. I feel like we're right on track. I mean, we're probably like, what are we at? It's not up to this time. We're at 3 hours into the map, almost 3 hours into the map. So we're kind of really late by my normal standards, but I didn't spend a lot of time making those stupid lights, which are worth it. Fudge. Now we'll make it work. Okay, you, and then a few more. That's one of the things I always have a hard time when I'm doing Let's Plays. I get like distracted super easily, and without other people there continuously hounding me and being like, we need guidance, I just kind of like end up doing random stuff that are not maybe like the most efficient use of my time. Come on. Give me them inserters. Give me them inserters. Okay. We'll put you like one higher. Make you do this. No, that's like dumb. Because that doesn't work the way I want it to. Okay, whatever. Let's do this. And input priority left. Oh, this is such a fugly thing. It does not look pretty. This is like I'm taking my cousin to the prom pretty. Yeah. But it gets the job done. And I mean, that's kind of the point of this series, right? I think so anyway. Alright, so we got steel going a little bit stronger. At the very least, we've unclogged the stone, I think. Yeah, that looks unclogged to me. So we are getting... Oh, wow, we are backed up on stone brick. Really? The buffer and everything? Huh. Interesting. Okay, then. Alright, so next episode we'll be working on getting our red chips going.